this right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIMstudios YouTube channel. I apologize for being late. Boy, I had a long, a long freaking day. I am worn out. Let me test my audio to make sure everything sounds okay. All right, we're good. Yeah, so one thing I noticed going back to some of my review videos, and let's be honest, they're not like the most highly produced and or edited review videos. I mean, I'm not like, I don't have a team, I don't have editors, I don't have anybody. It's just me. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying. What I totally forgot what totally forgot what I was gonna say. That sucks. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Anyways, oh yes, the audio. So in my last couple of videos where I did the where's my Pixel? Where I did the overheating test, there were a lot of comments saying that it was just out of one channel, meaning like it was just in their left ear. I didn't do that on purpose. That was purely on accident. The external microphone that I use, I guess when I figured it out, because I was like, what the hell are they talking about? And I went back to listen. Normally I just have one earpiece in, so I can't tell. All right. So I put two in. I'm like, damn, it is just coming out of the left ear. So I went back and checked my setting. I figured out when I'm putting this on, I guess I pushed a button on this little orange button on the side. I think I pushed that when I was putting it on my shirt, because you can switch from mono to stereo when you select it. So it was just purely by accident. So I didn't do that on purpose. If you're thinking I did, somebody was like, I can't take you serious if you record your videos in mono. I'm like, what? Huh? Whatever. I'm like, fine, don't watch, I don't care. So we're gonna do a giveaway today, just to let you know. I had to run a bunch of errands today, and I was like, you know what, before I left the house numerous times, I was like, why don't I take the Pixel with me? It'd be a good time to test again to see what's going on. Maybe because, you know, my previous recording, the previous overheating videos that I did, it was in 4K. So I was like, well, let me try 1080p today. Maybe, you know, maybe it can't handle the 4K. Let's bump it down, make it a little easier on the processor, and we'll bump it down to 1080p, just 30 frames per second. Nothing crazy, right? Just 1080p, 30 frames per second. I was thinking, well, shit, if it can't handle that, it's a wrap. Because I was like, you know, because it sucks, right? You can't go outside and take pictures and record videos. So anyways, on one of my errands, when I was taking my kid's bike to get fixed, while they were working on it, I was like, hey, I'm going to step outside and take a phone call, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really need to take a phone call. I needed to test the video, but you know, I don't want to tell people all my business, whatever. So I was like, I need to make a phone call. So I step outside, and I had the Samsung in one hand and the Pixel in the other. And because I did that with the 9 Pro, I did that with 9 Pro XL, 10 Pro, you know, I was going to chop the videos, put one on top of the other, and do a video comparison. And when I was shooting in 1080p, about a minute, no, it was just under 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes, boom, I get the pop-up, device is too hot. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I got a weird notification saying, device is too hot, your microphone is turned off, or microphone not working. And I'm like, really? So you can't even take it outside to just shoot a normal video. So I'm like, dude, this is insane. This is crazy. So I didn't have time today, but tomorrow I did get the phone for free from Verizon. So what I'm going to do is call Verizon tomorrow, go through that whole mess. I was on the phone just yesterday with Verizon for damn near like 2 hours trying to figure out this RCS messaging thing. Got that fixed. Now I'm going to call them tomorrow and tell them that it's overheating, and I hope that I guess I'll request them to exchange a device, because I get people in the comments saying that their Pixel is fine. Now, I don't know if they're trolling. There's no way for me to tell. Are they telling me the truth, or are they just saying that? I have no clue. So I'm like, well, it can't be this bad, can it? Like, literally. Oh, and then I kept on recording. So I was like, well, screw you. I'm going to keep on recording. I was saying that to the phone. So as time goes on, as the device gets more hot, more features shut down. Just like on 4K, you can't zoom in. It told me the microphone wasn't working. And then when I stopped the video, I was going to take another one from the rear sensor because I was doing selfie. I was going to record from the rear. It wouldn't even record. It says device is too hot. I'm like, oh, dude. So I'm going to call them tomorrow, tell them what's going on, see if they can send me another device, because I'm like, it cannot be that bad. I don't know if it's a fluke thing. Maybe it's just that device. I have no idea, but it's bad. It's bad. Now it was 102 today, but still, like, again, Samsung, iPhone, have no problem. OnePlus 15, no issue, right? So I'm going to deal with that tomorrow and hopefully get an exchange unit. Now, if the exchange unit they give me overheats, it's a wrap. I cannot recommend that phone, because I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I just have a bad unit, right? So let's see if I can get an exchange unit tomorrow. I would like to hold on to it. I like it. It's not going to be my #1 daily driver. That goes to the Samsung, possibly the OnePlus. Those are the boss of all bosses when it comes to Android phones. Those are the army tanks. Those are the things that just keep on chugging. The OnePlus 15 has the biggest vapor chamber out of any phone mobile device. So that thing stays cool as the other side of the pillow. So I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll make a final judgment. Was going to wait till my 30 days to see if Google's going to push an update to fix it. But at this point, what are we at? 8/25. So I think we got a week left of this month, and then hopefully we'll get a security patch for the September security patch. Hopefully in the first week. So I'm still looking at another 2 weeks for an update. So I thought, well, what the hell? Let me just see if I can get another one, send it to me. They should be able to do it within a day, maybe 2 days. Hopefully I'll get it by the end of the week, and then we'll see if that one gets too hot to record. And if it does, then I'll try to hang on to that for, till we get another update or something. But at some point, I'm going to have to return it. If they don't fix it, I'm going to return it. So, it sucks. It's a big bummer. I can't believe, and again, part of me thinks it is a fluke, maybe a bad device, because there's no way in hell that Google, their quality control, their engineers, the R&D, there's no way they would send out devices that are like that. Because in the Google Pixel Reddit thread, somebody said that their device happens to them. However, when it did overheat and the camera shut down, it was only 78 degrees outside. So you're essentially telling you it's an indoor phone only. And yeah, I know, look, some viewers have mentioned, try using another camera app. I forgot the name of it. Is it Open Camera or something like that? And I get that. But yeah, I like using the stock camera app. I mean, I'll try it just to see. Maybe it is the camera app. Shit, I have no clue. That's probably a good idea, just to see if I can pinpoint kind of what's getting the heat cranked up maybe it is a camera app. So if I use another third party, in fact, I'll probably do that tonight. If y'all have any suggestions for any third party apps that are on the Play Store, let me know, and maybe I'll do that and see. I still prefer using the stock camera app, and you know, I shouldn't have to resort to third party applications, but I'll try. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And then, look, this is not going to be a long show. We're going to do a giveaway here in just a minute. I just wanted to let everybody roll in. It looks like we got most people here. How's everybody doing today? Are y'all doing all right? Hey, what's going on? Green 9227 knows exactly how hot it is here. He's in San Antonio as well. And man, it is hot. And I got a haircut today, so I'm like, oh, you know, you get the hairs in your shirt and it's just so itchy, and I'm hot and sweaty. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to take a shower. God dang, man. What's going on? Yes, very, very, very hot. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Just joined this week for your Pixel coverage. You do giveaways? Dope. Yes. So we do giveaways. I see a number of people in the chat already that have won numerous times. I try to do it at the very least one giveaway a week. Sometimes we do two. Sometimes we do like 5. Just depends on kind of how this goes, how the week unfolds. But yeah, we're going to do one here shortly. And we'll get that going. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I don't want to return to Pixel and not have a Pixel. Like, I've had every one ever made. I like to keep a Pixel in rotation, or at least available to use, to test, to make videos, to do case reviews. I got companies that sent me emails this morning saying they're sending me all their cases for me to review. So I want to have a Pixel. That's why this is so frustrating. And I don't want to annoy you, the viewer, by talking about this all the time. Like, if y'all get tired of hearing me talk about how, oh, this Pixel's overheating, I get tired of it too. I don't want to talk about this, but I feel like, for one thing, I kind of need to, just for the viewer's sake. Maybe you're thinking about buying one, but again, it might not be every single Pixel. I can only give you what's opinions and facts about what's happening on my phone. So I'm not saying if you get one, yours is going to overheat, but I'm saying mine is really bad. Like, I literally, for 2 minutes outside, I'm like, whoa, like, golly. And that was on 1080p. Man, this thing is bad. Yeah, so stick around. So make sure you subscribe so you get notified when we do live. Most of the time, it'll be in the evening. Like, I try to schedule them a little earlier, and I'm trying to be more studious on my start time. Today was an exception. I'll give myself a a pass for today. Yeah, I work from home, so in our home office, so I'm home most of the day. But today I had to run like 3 errands today, so I've been out of the house all day. Let's see here. What's up, my guy? I can get a $900 credit on the Pixel 11 Pro XL T-Mobile. Well, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, again, I wouldn't pay. I mean, right now I wouldn't pay anything because mine overheats. In fact, I want to return it. But let's say the overheating thing was a non-issue. The most, and I think I've seen some of y'all, I remember from the last live stream, I think, anywhere, I'm talking about the 11 Pro XL. If you pay anywhere from, I'm talking about upgrading. Now, if you get it through a carrier, you can essentially get them for free. I mean, that's how I got mine. I don't even know where mine is. I set it down right when I got in the house, and I don't know where I put it. Verizon's giving it away free. So I was like, okay, sure. But if you get it through Google, and you have a trade-in device, and you pay basically $400, $500, $600, I think that's about right. It's about a $600 phone. It's certainly not $1,500 phone. But if you can, get it through a carrier at a super good discount, I would say that's the way to go. I certainly would not pay full price for this thing. Be advised, in 6 to 12 months, your phone is going to charge 8 to 80% and will only charge a fraction of the advertised speeds. Yep, 200 charging cycles. And if you charge it once a day, it comes out to like 6.5 months. In fact, That's why my 10 Pro has been sitting. I literally just pulled it out for the first time in 6 months to do a heat test over the weekend, and that thing failed even worse than the Pixel 11 Pro XL. That thing failed within the first minute, shut down within the first minute. I was like, damn. And you know, I haven't used a Pixel in 6 months, but I was like, holy crap, when did they just, I mean, yeah, look, the only other device I can remember getting so hot it shut down was my 7 Pro. Though I had a white one. I think it was when I first started this channel. You can go back and see my first couple of videos. I have the white Pro. Then I went to the blue Pro, but you know, it's man, I didn't realize they were that bad in the heat. What about nighttime? You can record at nighttime. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some dinner here in a minute. And it should be, the sun's going down right about now. So, oh, I did get some nighttime videos, and I'll post that. I'll get some night shots tonight, still photos, night shots. I'll get video. I'll get night sight video and some still photos tonight. And you know how they got to send them up to the cloud, and then they notify you when it's ready to view. I'll put a video together tomorrow morning and post that, because I think it's pretty freaking good. And that's the bummer. Camera's good, but that's about it. So, you know, if you live somewhere where it's not hot, and I'm not even joking, if you live in Alaska, if you live on the North Pole, if you live like up in North Dakota, where it's cold most of the time, you should be fine. But if you live anything south of like Chicago, you're gonna be screwed. I would stay away. At least that's from my experience, because I certainly don't want to come across and have you think this happens to every Pixel. And it might. Shit, I don't know. I just got one. That's from my testing. It's pretty bad. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for my own personal knowledge, I want to know if I just have a bad unit. Now, just wait. I'm warning you, Google. If I get this replacement and I have the same going I'm going all out, shitting on Google, shitting on Pixel for the next 12 months. Yeah, they're going to be the butt of every joke. I'm going to troll you until no end, because pretty embarrassing. I'm chalking it up as a bad unit, but if this replacement device is the same thing, oh boy, you just wait. You haven't seen, if y'all think I troll Apple a lot, you just wait. And that's probably why nobody sends me anything. It's because I'm honest, right? I gotta say, I'm impressed with the new oh yeah, I saw something. I saw a headline today that they released the new Mac Minis with the M6 and the M5 Pro, I believe. Yeah, that's pretty. That came out of nowhere. Pretty incredible. You don't think so? Well, we'll find out. I'm gonna get on the phone tomorrow, call Verizon while I'm working here in the office, and just be on the call for a couple hours. I'm sure. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's one bonus about having a YouTube channel is it was like, because you know, sometimes you call and they have you go through all these steps. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I have everything documented. It's on my YouTube channel. If you need links, I'll give you links so you can view it. So whatever. Well, I'll deal with that tomorrow. I will deal with that tomorrow. I went without a Pixel for like 3 weeks. I had to get another one and add it back to the arsenal. It's good to have, especially for photos, right? That's one of its biggest benefits, is that camera. Now, what good is a badass camera if you can't use one, if it gets too hot and shuts down? So that's what I've been dealing with this week. But yeah, I like to keep one. I like to keep one in rotation, honestly. Actually, Google tells you in the battery app in the phone that these things will happen and not to use it when it's really hot. My Pixel Pro XL is fine and love it. That's kind of like counterintuitive, right? I mean, Samsung doesn't have that, do they? OnePlus, I don't think has that, do they? I don't know. It's like this time around, it seems so like, I don't even know what the right word is. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was excited to get this one. Like, I kind of tried to temper myself or my emotions about a big launch because I didn't want to get caught up in the hype. I was already burned because my Pixel 10 Pro was sitting in the drawer for 6 months because of the 200 charging cycle thing. So I was like, whatever. But then I started seeing the spec sheet and everything, and I guess obviously the news comes out it's not a 2 nanometer, which probably would have helped with the heat because they generate far less heat when you reduce the node, but it rubs me the wrong way. It's like a jaded lover, right? It's like your girlfriend cheating on you or something. You're just like, oh man, hit you in the nuts or something. It's like, damn it, man. 11 Pro. Hey, if you don't have any issues, you should be fine. If you have zero issues, you got a decent phone. I've got the Pixel 11 Pro in the UK. Honestly, no problem with overheating. Wow. See, it might just be mine, and that's why I'm gonna call tomorrow and see if I can get an exchange unit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think you have a defective Pixel as well as I have the Pixel 11 Pro XL and have experience. Okay, and I even factory reset it yesterday. Just thinking, what the hell? Why? What have I got to lose? Let me just I'm gonna have factory reset it anyways because I was gonna return it. So yeah, I probably do. And look, there might be. I was thinking last night. I was like, you know what? There might be some in the manufacturing process, a number, I don't know, 10,000, 100,000, because they produce a few million of these up front just to keep in stock for pre-orders and upfront sales. I was thinking, but they don't produce all 5 million all at the same time. It's like they produce a few million of these over the span of like 3 months, and a lot of the times they're not all done in literally the same manufacturing plant. Some are done in this plant, another one's done in another country, or one's done, if it's in the same country, maybe in another city, right, a couple 100 miles away. So maybe, just maybe, it's possible, it's happened before in the past, maybe something was not right in the manufacturing process, right? Maybe I hate to put blame on TSMC with their chip making because they are rock solid, so it's probably not them. There might be a number of units out there. Maybe mine was just in a batch of 100,000 that just overheat. That's possible, right? I was thinking that last night because I was like, there's no way everybody's device overheats, right? But if it is mine, I have seen a few other people on the Pixel Reddit thread saying theirs overheat. So I'm like, it's got to be like 1% or 2%, something like that. So, okay, well, I'll get an exchange unit tomorrow. Well, include me in that class action lawsuit because this stuff pisses me off. Yeah, that would be nice because it sure is. You feel like you're getting backstabbed, right? I saw that groundbreaking polish. How much is that, by the way? It's probably mad expensive. I have a Pixel 10. Do you think I should upgrade to the Pixel 11 Pro? Is it worth it? Well, in my opinion, I would say no, but that's from my experience. But as you can tell, there's a number of other people in the chat that are viewing this that have the 11 Pro that don't have any issues whatsoever. So my thing is, if you do, and only you can make that decision, but let's talk about this for a second. If you do, whatever you do, don't sell your Pixel 10 before you acquire that Pixel 11 Pro. Meaning, I don't want you to, because I've done it before, where you have a phone and you sell it for cash, and then you use that cash to purchase the next phone, the other phone that you want to upgrade to. Now, chances of you getting a hot Pixel 11 Pro like mine Probably small, but the chance is still out there. That would really suck if you sold your Pixel 10 for cash. You got that cash, and then you turn around and buy the Pixel 11 Pro, and then you get a unit that overheats. That would suck. So if you do choose to get one, what I would do is try to acquire one before you get rid of your Pixel 10. Test it out. Go outside. Go in the heat. I don't know where you live, but like I said, somebody on Reddit said theirs got hot and the camera app shut down in just 78-degree weather. So I don't know. Make sure you have a good return window, right, where you can return it. But and even if you use that Pixel 10 to trade in, or like for a Verizon or T-Mobile, you still have 2 weeks. I know they want you to trade in a device at store. Where was I the other day? Oh, I think it was that Best Buy, where you go buy something and you have a trade-in device, and when you go pick up the phone at Best Buy or at a Verizon, but they're like, okay, where's your trade-in device? I'm like, I have it. And they're like, well, you're going to trade it in? I'm like, I will. You know, you have 2 weeks, 14 days. So I'm like, I'm not going to trade it in now. I'm not going to give you my phone if I might return this new one. So you should have a couple weeks to transfer everything over. Just make sure if you do get it, first thing I would do is go outside and start recording video. Hello from Alaska. There you go. He might be just fine with a hot Pixel because I've never been to Alaska, but I'm sure it can't be that hot, right? No kidding. They used to launch them in late October. And that might not be a bad idea to go back to that. But didn't his wife and brother have similar issues? Brother-in-law have similar issues. The odds of being defective phones is virtually nil. So they did not have overheating issues. They had network issues. I'm the only one that had overheating issues. Now I'm trying to test my wife's Pixel 11 Pro outside, but she won't give it to me. She does not want me to mess her phone up. So she's laughing at me because I'm over here like an idiot. You know, outside my phone's like literally too hot to hold, to touch, and she doesn't want to do that. I'm like, well, don't you want to know if yours overheats? Like, wouldn't you want to know that? She's like, yeah, but I don't want you to go outside and, get it hot to where you mess it up. And I'm like, well, if it messes up, then we'll send it back. So hers might. I just haven't tested it outside. But theirs had a messaging issue. We all three had that messaging issue. Let's see here. Maybe, but I don't know. So let's do this. I wanted to get into, is it 30 days? 30 days. Okay. Yeah, I was wrong. They're all different, That's why you got to read the fine print. So we're going to do a giveaway here in just a minute, but I wanted to, oh shit. What was it? Damn, I just dropped my phone. Let's see. The pricing came out for the S27 series. Did y'all see that? The pricing came out because remember that new design came out yesterday for the S27 Ultra. Well, something that was not really talked about and or discussed were the colors and the price. So pull that up real quick because I want to show you something. Now, you're going to see a enormous price hike for the upcoming iPhone 18 series. Big price hike. I mean, we're talking $400 for some models over last year's price. All right. Now, unfortunately, I think this is going to take a while to get used to. And again, I don't think these prices are coming down. Why would they? Why would they reduce prices? I mean, I can think of a few reasons, but all these companies, not just Samsung, not just Apple, all of them are greedy. It's all about the bottom line. It's all about the dollar, right? How much revenue they can bring in. these prices that are going to inflate this upcoming, just in the next 6 months, they're not coming down. So let me show you real quick. Now, and don't think this is a coincidence. So the Apple iPhone 18 series is going to be launched in what, 3 weeks? These leaks are coming out on purpose from Samsung. Samsung are leaking the confirmed photos, the new design change, the price, the colors. Samsung is leaking this through on leaks and through Android headlines because the iPhone 18 series is about to launch. They want the potential consumer to see these leaks, to hear these leaks, to talk about the upcoming Galaxy like we're doing right now, because they want that person that's kind of on the fence. I'm thinking about buying an iPhone, but maybe I should just wait a couple months for the new Galaxy. They want you to think that, and they want you to choose their device. That's why they're leaking this in a very timely manner. It's not a coincidence this leak, these confirmed design change, comes out a couple of weeks before the iPhone. In fact, you're going to see more leaks from Samsung leading up to the launch of this new iPhone 18 series. I guarantee it. Over the next few days, we're going to get some new information, some more pictures. You know, it's coming. It's coming because they want you to be like, "Oh, damn. I want to get that new Galaxy. Screw this iPhone. Let me get that Samsung." That's what they want you to think. It works for me. Let's see. I was going to buy it regardless, but let's see. So here, check this out. Did it share? There we go. So S27 rumors reveal price, design, specs, and more. So actually, you know what? Hang on. Let me do this. Okay. So wait till you see these. The specs do look pretty badass. Now, I know I said that about the Pixel, and whoa, what do you know? It's overheating. But these specs look top notch. They're finally going to put in everything. I mentioned it the other day. They're finally putting in essentially the best component at the best hardware at each component, meaning like they're going to put the best screen available on this S27 Ultra. They're going to put the best sensors, camera sensors they have available to them. Brand new sensors, they're putting them on there. It's going to have a new silicon carbon battery they're putting in there. It's going to have UFS 5.0 storage, LPDDR6 RAM. So it's going to be spec'd out. Now, this is going to be a little more expensive. And just for the record, I'm okay with that. I don't know about you. I'm okay with that. I've said numerous times, Samsung, give us what the users want. We want a spec'd out phone. We want the best of the best. I will be okay with paying a couple $100 more to pay for the very best spec'd phone. Now, it's not to say that the phone that they put out this year is complete trash, because it's not, right? The S26 Ultra, it's pretty good, pretty dependable phone. In fact, it's very dependable. It was chewing through 4K video the last few days like nothing. It's incredible. No overheating, no shutting down, nothing. This thing is like a freaking tank. Well, I want more. I want that 10-bit display. I want that UFS 5.0 storage. I want a silicon carbon battery. Like, hello. So it's like, do you remember that old movie with Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams? You remember that movie? It came out like I don't know, 96. I remember being a little kid watching that movie. Do you remember the famous quote in that movie? If you build it, they will come. Build us a badass phone and people will buy it. Like, I know they're like, oh my God, we can't raise prices $50. We have to price match. Or we can't go over Apple's prices. No. Screw Apple. Put together a good phone. We will buy it. Prices came out. for the S27 series. Not to mention, it's gonna have wireless 2.0 magnets in the phone as well. So let me show you this real quick. That's the design you're getting, and here's the prices. Now, we don't really pay those prices up front anyways. Just like I was talking with y'all in the Pixels. It's the Pixel is not worth $1,500. It's just not. In fact, if I had to pay full cash price for that Pixel 11 Pro XL, minus the overheating, right? Let's just say it didn't overheat and it was normal, like just like a normal phone. You could take it outside and shoot all the 4K video you want. The most I would pay for that phone is like $600-700. Sorry. But point is, it's a $1,500 phone. I got it for free. Now, you're essentially going to do the same thing with this Galaxy. Now, I went through a carrier, but if you get a Pixel through Google's website, you have a trade-in, you pay $500-600. All right, cool. You got a new phone for $600, $500. Same thing with the Samsung Galaxy. This S27 Ultra, the base model is going to be $1,499, $1,500, right? You're not going to pay $1,500. Well, I'm sure some will, but if you're smart about it, like most of us are, right? You have an S26 Ultra. I'll probably give you $7. Now, they should give us more than that, right? What were the trade-in deals? Was it $700? It was $1,100 for foldables. Well, let's say they throw us a bone here on this one too, since they're raising the prices. Let's say they give us, I don't know, a $7, or even if they give us a $750 credit for the S, they should give you a little more. Anyways, the point I'm getting at is you trade in your S26 Ultra for this S27 Ultra, you can get it for $500-600. Sounds like a pretty good, well, I'm not going to say it's a pretty good deal, but okay, so I'm not paying $1,500. But I just want a badass phone, right? And I hope somebody at Samsung is listening to me, because from the looks of the spec sheet, it looks like what we're getting this year. So the base S27. Now, we don't have storage configurations, but I'm sure we can estimate, right? So 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage are going to be $899. The S27 Plus, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, $1,100, $1,099. And then the Pro, this is their new model. This is the flagship, a smaller flagship. It's supposed to be like the Ultra minus the S Pen, but it's going to be a 6.4-inch display with, it's going to be spec'd out. $1,299, $1,300 for the 12 gig 256. And then the S27 Ultra for $1,500. I'm sure it's 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. Now, I wanted to get the 1 terabyte model. I know it sounds crazy, and I'll have to wait and see. It may be really expensive, so might not do it this year, to be honest with you. We'll have to wait and see, but that's for the base model. So if you're looking at an upgraded storage variant for the S27 Ultra, if base is 15, you're looking at probably $1,650, $1,600 for the 512. No, more than that. It'd probably be, if that's 15, it'd probably be $1,649 or $1,699. And then for the 1 terabyte model, it's probably going to be, I don't know, $1,800, probably more than that, $1,899. So, it is what it is. Hopefully you can acquire one through a good deal somehow, some way. But stay tuned. I'll be covering all this, and we'll find the best deals out there for you. But I just wanted to put that out there. Nobody's talking about the price increase. Now, going back to Apple real quick before we do the giveaway, I think these prices are going to look small compared to Apple. I think people are going to be shocked just how much Apple raised the prices on these upcoming iPhone 18 series. Like Daniel was saying in the chat with the new Mac Minis, the base price for those, I think, are like $899. And remember, they used to be $499. So this is foreshadowing an enormous price increase we're going to see for these iPhone 18 series. The Mac Mini saw a $400 price increase year just compared to last year. So if you're talking about an iPhone 18 Pro that launched, well, I mean, an iPhone 18 Pro, you're gonna probably see the price be somewhere around. What did the 17 Pro launch at? I don't even know. $11.99? I don't know. So you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see the base iPhone 18 Pro be $14.99. The base model 18 Pro, the small one, is going to start out at $1,500. Yeah, that's a real thing. $400 price increase. We just got proof from this new Mac Mini. It went up $400. So just be aware that the prices are going to go up. How high they go, I have no clue. Meaning like 2 or 3 years from now, is the base model going to be $2,300? I certainly hope not. I mean, at some point, I know I just said if you build it, we will come, and I'm okay with paying a couple $100 over last year, but a $2,300 base model smartphone sounds insane. We might be there in 2 or 3 years. I'm kind of joking, but kind of not. Like, man, at some point, I'm going to have to bow out. I don't know about y'all, but at some point, again, nobody's sending me these phones. I'm buying them with my own money like an idiot. But whatever. All right, let's get out of here. Let's do this giveaway. Put hashtag gift, 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 hashtag GIFT in the chat, and we'll run a giveaway here. And while y'all do that, let me look and see if there was any other news. Like I said, I've been out of the house all day, and I haven't really been on the news. Let's see. I think that's about it, right? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to gear up. We're gonna have to meditate, or at least I am, because the Apple iPhone Ultra just bonanza is going to go crazy here in about a few weeks. People's heads are going to explode. They're going to be gushing. I'm going to have to literally jump on YouTube and say don't recommend a channel for a couple of creators that are just going to be gushing all over this new Apple foldable. It's going to be insane, and it's really going to get on my nerves. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Duh, I needed that. All right, y'all about ready? Okay, let's do this and we'll get up on out of here. Let's see. The new tablets are coming out. The S12 tablets are coming out. Bartiar? I'm horrible with names. Oh, I apologize. I'll call you Gio. Congratulations, Gio. I think you're a first-time winner. Congratulations again. Email me, eSIMstudios@gmail.com. eSIMstudios@gmail.com. I would say I have it in my description of this live stream, but I just remembered I didn't even type anything in on the description of this video because I scheduled it when I was out of the house. So you can click on if you can't remember, just come to my channel. You can click on my icon, like my avatar, and it will take you to my homepage of YouTube, and click on the description of my channel, and I have my email, and it's under any one of my videos that I have out at the moment. So eSIMstudios@gmail.com. I'll get you your cash right now. So email me and we'll get that going. And if you did not win, stay tuned, because I'll probably do another one tomorrow. I just got my YouTube check, so gonna give it back to you, the viewer. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably do another one tomorrow. So I really appreciate your time. Hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the evening, and I will see you tomorrow, and I'll also keep everybody updated on the exchange of this Pixel, because I definitely want to test another one out to see, because my wife's holding on tight to hers, and she's not letting me go take it outside to abuse it. So, appreciate it, Bradley. It's good to see you, man. Yeah, you too. Yeah, everybody be safe, and we'll see you around tomorrow. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.